guys, normal consumer here. You know, our smartphones are amazing devices. They connect us to our friends, family, and millions around the world. We can easily Google information. We can post pictures on social media all day. We can take notes. We can write memoirs. You know what makes all those things easier to do? A damn good keyboard. One of the more interesting ones I've been using is called Typewise. And of course, before I get too deep into the video, as usual, if you like my vibe, if I can make you chuckle before the end of this video, if you learn something new, if you like how I'm rocking, do me a favor, go ahead and like and subscribe. While you're at it, hit that bell icon to turn on notifications. That way, ding, you know when I upload something new. And let's get back to it. You see, there are a plethora of third-party keyboards available for our smartphones. Typewise is available for both Android and iOS devices, and I know some iOS users are probably thinking, we can use other keyboards, or why would I use a different keyboard? See, third-party keyboards can give you functionality that the default keyboard does not. Typewise, for instance, promises complete privacy and fewer typos. In this day and age, privacy is a great thing to have, and nobody likes making mistakes while typing. I've always been intrigued with Typewise. I recently started using it as my primary keyboard after replacing FlexKey. Replace FlexKey because the iOS updates have been pretty trash lately. More than another video. Now, Typewise boasts its privacy as its main selling point. This keyboard offers 100% privacy and collects no information because it's 100% offline. It's a major asterisk next to that statement. For starters, yes, it's 100% offline. If you pay for it. You see, there are two versions of Typewise for download. There's the free Typewise custom keyboard, then there's the Typewise offline keyboard. Confusing, right? See, the free version gives you the basic needs. Gives you your themes, your autocorrection, your auto capitalization, etc. It works perfectly fine, and many people probably won't even notice what's missing. If you never go through the settings and just stick with the default settings, you'll never know that there's a paywall hiding some features. One of those features is pretty major. I'm going to start with a couple minor ones first, though. Two minor ones I personally feel should not be behind the paywall are text replacements and haptic feedback. Most third-party keyboards offer text replacement for free, and haptic feedback being behind a paywall just seems petty to me. If you have an option for feedback, it should be turned on by default. Typewise must feel how to do about haptic feedbacks while typing. It makes the typing experience better, but I believe that enhanced typing experience should be free. Clearly, they do not. You see, I already did a video where I talk about haptic feedback and how it improves the typing experience. You can go check that out later. Now, you may be asking, what's the major feature? It's the privacy. The 100% offline mode is hidden behind a paywall, along with text replacements and vibrations. Now, you may be thinking, how specific can this paywall be? But let me ask you a question in regards to that question first. How much is your privacy worth? $5? $10? How about $24.99? That's right, the main reason for using this keyboard is privacy. In order to get that, you have to pay $25 as of this video. And look, I get it. The company has to make money somehow to pay the employees. But it's misleading to tell users that your keyboard is free and 100% offline, at least in my opinion. Yeah, there's a version of Typewise keyboard which is free. That version also collects usage data, diagnostics, and other data. And of course, according to the App Store, the following data may be collected, but it's not linked to your identity. That's the app privacy description in the free version, aka Typewise custom keyboard. Now, if you want the version which offers 100% privacy, that one's called Typewise offline keyboard. Side note, that's another thing that rubs me the wrong way. If you just search Typewise in the App Store, the first one to pop up is Typewise custom keyboard, aka the free version. The version which costs $24.99 is 8 spots down, which is kind of shady to me. However, that version offers 100% privacy with this 100% offline mode. And this app privacy description says data not collected. Now, one piece of data is collected, and that's how it should be. The difference between the two versions should also be on their website. Instead, the website shows information like how many happy users the app has, 1 million, how it can help you make 70% fewer typos, and even a comparison with Gboard and SwiftKey comparing permission requests. Other than misleading, at least in my opinion, users in its regards to its 100% offline mode, the keyboard isn't the worst one available. It has a unique hexagon key layout, which takes a long time to get used to. Seriously, I've been using it for the past month or two, and it still throws me off. Hexagon keyboard is supposed to help you with typos, but I still kind of make a lot of mistakes though. The autocorrection is pretty good, sometimes. It drops the ball with simple words like I, I'm, I'll, and other compound words, which is extremely odd. But one thing that surprises me is the multilingual typing, and that's because it works damn near perfectly. But that perfection also annoys me. There have been times when I write something in Spanish and it realizes that, but when I want it to change back to English, it doesn't do it as easy as when it switches to Spanish, It takes a few extra words before it switches back to English, while I'm still, you see what's confusing, right? And this is just a small annoyance, which is easy to overlook. And honestly, I could just be impatient and expect it to switch back instantly. But the 100% offline mode is locked behind a $25 paywall. The learning curve is pretty steep. The autocorrection can be finicky. So why do I still use it? Simple. Because it's unique. Typewise offers what it says it does, a 100% offline keyboard, which does not collect information, but you have to pay for it. And although the autocorrect can be finicky, it doesn't have as many features as other keyboards. But I do believe the developers can make this keyboard better. Its hexagon layout does improve typing. It doesn't have emoji search, but hopefully one day it will, because everyone loves emojis. Let's be honest. It has intuitive swipe gestures for capitalizing letters, adding spaces, and deleting. In fact, one of the best features is how deleting words work. A simple swipe left deletes one character. Holding after swiping left continues to delete. By doing the opposite, you can recover the letters and words you just deleted. And I've relied on that a lot while using this keyboard. So, should you use Typewise? Maybe. If you have the patience to learn something new, and you want a unique keyboard, if you want to give it a try, make sure you go with a patient mindset. And I'll add download links for the iOS and Android versions down below. If you want the 100% offline mode, be prepared to pay for that type of privacy. That brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, if you learned something new, if I made you chuckle, if you like my vibe, go ahead, like and subscribe. Bars. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to turn on the notifications. That way, ding, you know when I upload some new content. And let me know what you think about the video down in the comments. As usual, this has been Normal Consumer. I'll catch you guys later.